in today's competitive world, who you are and how you present your business can be just as important as what you do. Building a strong personal and business brand not only enhances visibility, but also establishes credibility, trust, and influence, essential ingredients for growth in any field. Our guest is Aderonke Kosemani, an international business and network marketing leader and personal branding expert, who joined me in a previous discussion where she talked about how entrepreneurs and professionals can effectively position themselves and their businesses for influence and opportunity through intentional personal branding. Take a listen. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now, to begin the conversation, what exactly is business branding, and does it differ from personal branding?
Yes, business brand is the unique selling point your business has that differentiates it from its competitors. What is that unique thing that you're doing? It can be your logo, your tagline. Why will people buy your product instead of other people? That's your own business brand. And then a personal brand is more of that unique personal identity that people know you for. It can be the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you give responses. And most times what people don't know is that your brand speaks before you even say a word. So it can be a bit different. Some people are one with their brand. So some business owners are one, their personal brands and their business brands are one and the same. And they're also very successful. But there's some people who create lives separate from their brand. So it can be a separate thing, can also be unique or the same.
Now, why is branding becoming increasingly important in today's digital and business environment?
In this era, personal and business branding has never been more important because people research you before you even say a word. If somebody wants to give you a business, give you a job or contract or anything, they've gone to do their research. They've checked social media. They've checked AI. I had an experience where I was telling somebody about my business in network marketing, and as I was speaking to her, she said, okay, she went to do her research, and AI actually gave her my video. So if I wasn't already doing my business and personal branding, that wouldn't have happened. So it's extremely important for businesses to do a lot of branding so they can attract customers, clients, and repeating purchases.
Now, you know, our environment is actually, when you talk about the private sector, is actually dominated by small and medium-scale enterprises. How can small business owners and entrepreneurs start building a brand that reflects their values and strengths?
The very first thing is, as a business owner, small business owner, identify 3 to 5 things you want your brand to be known for. Don't make it 10 or 15, just 3 to 5 things. When people think of my brand, my product, my person, what do they remember? Identify it, write it down. Secondly, look at people who are doing the same thing you're doing, those who are successful in your industry. How are they branding themselves? What are the things that they're doing? Don't copy them totally, but you can learn from them, glean from them. Thirdly, what is your own unique selling points? How do I leverage what people already know me for? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And then you begin to talk about that. Speak about your product as often as possible. As business people, part of your personal brand is at every given point in time somebody sees you, you must have your product on you or your service. You must be ready to talk about it. That's part of that business and personal branding.
Okay, now, you know, you talked about you don't have to copy people totally, you just have to come up with your own. Well, copying is actually a problem because, you know, how do you get to own your own brand? How do you get to own your own brand?
One of the ways, like I said, is you have to identify what do I want people to know my brand for? What do I want people to know me for? Yes, other people are doing all this in the industry, but when they hear my name comes up, what do I want it to be known for? The problem with copying somebody totally is that when you start copying somebody, people already know that brand, and then it's obvious, oh, you're not authentic. And in this generation, people love authenticity. So once you say, okay, I want to be like this, people are doing this, you can even make it better, then you begin to do well in the marketplace.
Now, how can a well-developed personal or business brand create opportunities for partnerships and growth?
Okay. It's in so many ways. I'm going to just give 3 major ways.
Okay.
First of all, you have to make sure when you are Googled, or in this era of AI, when you are ChatGPT, when somebody wants to learn about your product, your business, and they go and check you out on Google or on ChatGPT or Meta AI, you have to make sure that your brand is among the top 3. And how do you do that? By constantly posting about your brand, using social media, using the regular normal media. We have TV, we have radios, and we have social media and all that. All the platforms. Some brands make the mistake where they just stick to one platform, but that's wrong. TikTok, for example, appeals to the younger generation and all that, but they have their own. They can pay for some products. And then we have Instagram, we have Facebook for the older generation. So that is one way brands can make sure that they are out there and they get market share as a business owner.
Okay, what about small-scale businesses that don't have access to internet?
Okay. Well, for the small-scale businesses, what they have to do is they have to deal with branding on the local level. How do they look? When people come to your shop, they come to your store, is it clean? If there are 10 people selling fish or selling vegetables in this area, what will make somebody come to your store? It can be personal branding. Do you package your things properly? Are you neater? Are you cleaner? What's your price point? So things like that. After a while, people know, okay, if I buy from this person, okay, they are different. That is also your business brand. But I will advise, no matter how small scale your business is, go on the internet. Social media will give you customers that you can never reach physically. We're in the era where you can package your product and you can deliver it and send it. So I will advise, no matter how small scale your business is, take it to the internet and you'll get more clients and customers.
And what role does authenticity play in branding and influence?
Oh, it plays a massive role because, you know, most people are tired of the mundane. You know, everybody doing a particular business acts in a certain way. You know, they do this a certain way. People are tired of that. So once you come out and you're authentic, you're different. I'm going to say something a bit controversial, but brands that do very well, they have what we call a cult-like following. Okay. Your brand, if your brand is extremely strong, people will buy from you whether your product is good or bad. And I don't know if that's a good thing to say, but because they just believe you. They love your brand, they love your person, they love what you're all about. They will follow you. Sometimes your product may be priced higher. Like, for example, there's a product we sell in our company, it's priced higher than other products, but because we've created a brand around it, people come and buy it, even if it's higher. Why? Because there's that brand and there's that value. So it's extremely important to be authentic in your own space.
Now tell us about some common mistakes that people make when trying to position themselves or their businesses for influence.
Okay. One of the mistakes I see people make is they're too controversial. They're too controversial. You see something interesting on social media, somebody uses their personal brand page and they're arguing on the comment section. And I'm like, this is business, this is business suicide. So that's one mistake people make. Another mistake is not being authentic enough, not having your voice. Oh, this person, competitor does this, you just do exactly what they do. They do something else, you do. No, people want to see that you're unique and you're owning yourself. The third thing is they don't give enough value. We're in a generation that is so obsessed with profit. Sometimes you have to lose. Are you able to return products that are not good to the customer? Are you able to give discounts? Things like that. So these are mistakes because if people know your brand as a brand that doesn't give refunds, doesn't give extra value, doesn't give anything valuable, people will run away from you and then you lose that market share.
Now, how can individuals leverage social media and networking platforms to strengthen their brand visibility?
Okay, you know, I've spoken about social media a lot because I've grown a large brand from social media. One of the ways, like I said earlier, is identify what do I want my brand to be known for. Before you open a page or start posting, no, 3 to 5 things. Now, if you want what your brand to be known for currently is not what it's currently known for, it's okay to change. It's okay to rebrand at any time. So that's the first thing. The second thing is identify what are the social media platforms that my customers are on. You know, you're selling a particular thing, you know that you will not find them on TikTok. You're selling something, oh, it may be on Facebook. So do your market research. A lot of people jump into business, jump into social media, and they don't do any proper research. Yeah. It will save you time. Those who are successful in business, what are they already doing? Which platforms are they making money from? Then you go and plug into those platforms. Thirdly, you need to post as often as possible on social media. It may not be easy. If you're a big business, you can go ahead and get a social media manager. I did that for my business for a while. The person who is posting, they have schedules, what to say, according to the things you want your brand to be known for, be consistent. But if you're a small-scale business owner on your own, set alarms. Okay, on Monday, I'm going to post about my product. On Tuesday, I'm going to post about customers' testimonies. On Wednesday. So that way, people know you're a brand that shows up. So those are the things you can do to grow a brand on social media.
So now if you discover that the brand is not working, what do you do?
It's never too late or too far gone to rebrand. Okay. I tell people you can rebrand. In Abuja, where we are, you see a big supermarket or a bar or a club. After 3 years, they've rebranded. It's the same place, the same thing they're doing. They've changed their logo, they've changed their name. So if your brand is not doing well, you're not very successful, simply rebrand. Stop What have I done that hasn't brought me so far? What are the things I did that I got results, I saw results in? And then you rebrand. And before you know it, people, you have returning customers and then brand new people.
Okay, well, let's do a little personal thing here. Now, from your experience, can you share examples of how personal branding has transformed careers or businesses?
Yes, for me, who is primarily a network marketing professional, when I came into the industry, there were very few people who had personal brands. I came in as a young lady, and I didn't really see people who I could copy, you know, their style. So I started creating my personal brand. I wanted to be known as someone who gives value in network marketing, not just, oh, bring somebody, you know, giving value. So we started doing trainings, mentorship sessions, coachings, teaching people what to do. So people know that when you come, you're not just paying for the product or service, you're actually going to get value. And this value that you get will help you in other areas. So that was how we're able to build our personal brand. So now people just come all the way and they just come, oh, I want to get the mentorship, I want to get the financial freedom, but I also want to get the trainings. So that's one way personally. And other brands as well. Let me use a brand like Apple. Apple is is the most successful the most successful phone brand in the world. There are other phones that have better cameras, better technology, but they have a cult-like following. Why? They have built a brand of exclusivity. They had what they call iMessage, where you can only message iPhone to iPhone. So when you have a business, try and create what we call a unique customer experience, where only those who have that product, they have something in common. So those are things that you can do, you know, to build that personal brand or business brand. You know, and I've experienced it and seen other people do it as well.
Aderonke Kosemani, it's been a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you so much. Nice being here.
Moving on, we move now